lista. Ja, men så gikk jeg inn på Anita, som hun heter. Navnet er ikke med på listen, stod det der. Altså, hun var ikke engang inne på lista.
Ikke engang Geir er med på planen Anita. Jeg vet ikke helt om jeg stoler på det, altså.
Raymond, eller Ray som det blir kalt da, blant gutta. Hvem er det som har en kjæreste som ikke fikk være med på lista?
Din story hvis den er litt usuppe, så jeg tipper at Kim sin story stemmer.
Så du tror at det er Kim som har rett her, og det er ikke riktig.
Jeg ble ikke invitert opp til å være med heller, jeg.
Men ingen kaller unga sine Anita.
Ikke Geir heller.
Jo, tenk at han var på lista.
Det er ikke mange i hvert fall. Nei, at du er på lista.
Men at jeg er på lista, den er du.
Good morning.
Raymond, du får brevet.
It's now Tuesday.
Ja, det er gøy.
Det er gult.
I was planning to deliver my daughter to my mother this morning, but
Jo, takk for at jeg fikk være med.
that was not what she wanted because apparently they were going to the cinema. That's not the school, but it's a fool, which is basically where they go hours after school. But since it's the winter holiday in here now, or vacation, they only spend the time there, and they have planned to go to the movies today, apparently. So she wanted to go there, so I will deliver her after. Yeah, hello Keith. It's only -6 now, so it's, I guess, not as cold as you have it, luckily. It's 7:47 now in the morning. Just gonna grab some coffee at the Circle K. Circle K coffee cup. You can pay. It's usually around $40 American dollars. Then you can refill the cup as much as you want with coffee or hot cocoa or stuff like that. You have like this option. But I got the deal, so it was only $10. So that's pretty good, I think. -26. Yeah. I think we had. Actually, last winter, I don't think we had that cold, but it was around -20. Maybe at my father's house, which is, if it's like -10 here, it's maybe -15 or something, or colder at his place. And that's like, if I can stay here. I'm gonna meet. Yeah, it's really sunny here. It's been like this for at least 1 week. Just gonna run inside and grab a coffee. I'm supposed to meet the janitor at 9 o'clock, so I have 1 hour to spend. So Oh, that's such a Florida thing. Oh, they look like people from Palestine. Let's shoot them. Fucking idiot.
Trafikken presenteres av kontormateriell fra Innkjøp.
Fylkesvei 22 Frøyatunnelen er stengt på grunn av et stansa kjøretøy, mens fylkesvei 53 Karmøytunnelen er åpen. Det er stengt.
Yeah, today I'm gonna go through a building, check out or install extra emergency lights in an old building. Well, that's why I'm waiting for the janitor, because I'm gonna borrow his key for the building.
Hvert år er det 150 millioner flasker og bokser som ikke blir pantet. Panter vi den siste flaska, så blir materialet brukt på nytt, og vi sparer energien mer enn 1000 skoler bruker på et år. Pant alt.
Hei, hei. Jeg har sett at man tjener 25% bonus på 8 utvalgte frukt og grønt med Rema-appen. Så jeg lurte på hvilke 8 som dere har valgt ut denne uka her.
Yeah, for heating your house or apartment, do you use electricity or do you have anything else? We have here in Norway, we use mostly electricity, and luckily we have a fireplace, and I got free wood from my mother last year, but this year I got free wood since my oldest uncle passed away, so I helped out with cleaning out his house and stuff. And he had so much wood around, laying around, so I just filled my car with a company car a couple of times. Yeah, in the living room we have like cable, which is around 2000 watts, which is on constantly, so it gives off a bit of heat, and all our rooms have a small heating oven, which is between 1000 and 2000 watts, so yeah. But the stupid thing is that luckily our government said no to those new rules, that since we are part of the European Union through something called EØS, which allows us to trade with the European Union. But I think we have like at least 20 or between 20 or 40,000 minor rules we have they have like added through that system. Stuff like everything from if you run mobile provider, you have to be able to use it through all of Europe for at least 1 month or something. So they did add good stuff. But there's like this 4th and 5th hack they're trying to implement. One of them is like all houses has to be graded like heating or something, like from, I think it goes from A to F for G, and G is the lowest, which means it's an old house with bad insulation properties, and they're trying to, or they want to make all houses at least E or something. Korean floor heating. Oh yeah. They are usually used in Norway, and at least in kindergartens for the young kids. like this hole in the ground and you can extract heat from there, then it's even more effective. Heating well, I guess it's called maybe. Yeah, but that's, at least the European Union wants to force us to upgrade all our houses. And of course, we have to pay that from our pockets ourselves, which is ridiculous. Because the idea is that all of Europe is gonna share electricity for the same price, but when you live in Spain, you don't need much heating from the electricity compared to us up in Norway and Sweden. Yeah, Norway is outside the European Union, but we are kind of integrated because of the EU's rules. I think it's Norway, Iceland, and a couple of other countries that are part of that deal. But at least for 8 or 10 years, all the governments we have had, they have been just keep adding everything without questioning anything. But luckily, one of the government that was 2 months ago, they had to cooperate with another party in order to have enough what you call it, mandates or something, power. But that was basically the farmers' party or something. Yeah, it's not the name, but they were a lot of farmers, and they said no, we can't do this because it's gonna fuck us up. So they left the government. So now they're in a minor governing position. So they have to keep asking for everything they want to do. Because if all houses want to upgrade their insulation level, I guess, it's at least gonna cost every household at least between 500 to 1 million kroners. Because you have to fix the whole house. But that was the last straw for that. What's it called again? Centerpartiet, it's the Farmers' Party. And suddenly, out of the blue, the Prime Minister said, oh, from October we're gonna have max price on electricity, which is gonna be like 40 öre, which is like, I'm not sure how much, it's basically some cents or something. So yeah, I usually say we haven't had a good politician in Norway for 20 years. Most of them. The funny thing is, most of them has been acting, just bending over for the European Parliament and Brussels, because they probably want good jobs down there. So a lot of people, Norwegian people, are not happy. Just like Trump said, it's a lot of greedy and corrupt people here as well. Because in Norway, it's around, to produce 1 kilowatt power, it's about 13 öre. And people that has been living, or that lives in south of Norway, they had been paying 8 kroner, so that's per kilowatt, just because we had to follow the left lane usually, well at the moment I'm driving below the speed limit because I'm following the truck. But usually the left lane is people that want to bypass other people. Sweden has 130 some places. Denmark has at least. Yeah, all drivers that don't have an electric car with like the what do you call it? The thing that keeps distance between other cars. Automated cruise control or something. Like my father, it annoys me so much because usually you should keep at least 2 car distances between to the next car. That's like I say to him, what are you, a dog? You want to sniff his ass or something? Like, keep a good distance. Like, no, it's, I want to pass him. He's not, yeah, old-timer from, he was born in 1953 or something, yeah, so. But he hasn't crashed once, so he only managed to crash with an ATV. He purchased an ATV or something. I think it was from China, and he was driving it's near our cabin in Sweden. But then he took a left turn because there was one car coming and then a second one behind him, so he was like thinking about going to turn, yeah, make space, but suddenly the car just or the ATV just suddenly stepped on it by itself, so he went into the ditch, crashed into a tree, broke the tree, and the tree fell over the ATV, and he got the ATV on top of himself, so he managed to get quite hurt from that crash. So luckily he managed to find his phone, and he called my brother, and he was like really drowsy and stuff and didn't know where he was, so like asked my brother where he was, and yeah, suddenly, but luckily they managed to find him and get him to the hospital where he got like fracture in his head, several broken I think he broke 20 bones or something. That's correct. But he's like a typical, when he was a kid, he got hurt a lot. Didn't think before he acted, or he still doesn't.
Og det tok 2507 dager, men ikke et sekund lengre.
So yeah, if he had been a kid now, he would probably be diagnosed with ADHD. No, I cannot. I tried. That's I guess it's an old Indian name. Saska. No, I can't pronounce it. So I'm gonna go to the cabin. I'm gonna go to the cabin once spring arrives, because I've said I'm gonna change his what you call it, fuse box, because he still has those what you call it, old fuses where you like one phase is one, you have to turn them counterclockwise to taking them out. Saskatchewan. So I'm just gonna send a message to the janitor. The only bad thing is that between Norway and Sweden we have this forest called Finnskogen, and there is really bad reception there from on Sweden side. So I've tried live streaming, but it cuts out. So Saskatchewan. What? Yeah, my father told me that if you want to rent a car in USA and drive around, you should get a big car. Just because if you crash, you're more safer. And there are certain parts, at least it used to be in Detroit and stuff like that, you just have to don't stop. But if I'm going to USA, I think I'm just gonna act normally. If you act like a typical Norwegian, they don't care. They just laugh. Yeah, it's a real... It's only 50 minutes about, maybe, until my janitor is here.
Morgenklubben med Låne Fot på Radio Norge, og nå det på tide med dagens topp 10-liste.
Ja, Vidar Villa heter jo Villa til etternavn, ikke sant? Ja. Og så jo da denne dama hans som han har fridd til og fått ja. Og så da spekuleres du litt i navnet hennes da.
Yeah.
Det sånn at du har fått Vidar Villa til å lese opp disse navnene?
Ja, vi måtte jo det nesten der. Vi må gå grundig til verks.
Replace all the fuses at the cabin and also help to paint the barn, because he has like an old barn with some basically useless stuff in there, but it's nice to keep the building
Norge presenterer topp 10-listen.
Painted and yeah, so it doesn't rot and stuff, I guess.
Plass nummer 10.
Rekkehus.
Vi er der, ja. Ja, ok. Plass nummer 9.
Trine Treroms.
Yeah, I remember New York being
Hilde Høyblokk.
chaos, chaotic.
Når du ikke leser selv, Geir, at det er... Nei, plass nummer 7.
I didn't like it. I was there in 1999, so I was lucky enough to
Det er altså Vidar Villa som leser
visit
opp denne
the
listen
World
over
Trade
navnet
Center.
på nye dama hans. Plass nummer 6.
Stine Stabber.
Plass nummer 5.
Frida fritidsbolig med utleiemulighet.
Det er så dumt.
Det er veldig dumt. Litt morsomt også, og litt flaut. Plass nummer 4.
Trude
I also want to visit England again. Haven't been there for maybe
Hanne Hytte.
at least 20
Plass
years.
nummer 2 da.
Just to visit Clarkson's farm.
Plass nummer 1 på topp 10-listen. Nye navn på dama til Vidar Villa. Her er plassen nummer 1.
Une Uthus.
Yeah. I have family living in Florida, so that's the reason I want to go there as well and maybe see Universal Studios again, I guess.
Vilje stille opp for... Ja, ja. Med den nye dama da. Vidar Villa.
I remember how much. It's probably much more expensive now, but we were there 4 persons for 2 weeks in USA, and my father said that trip costs $5,000 at the time. So it's probably much more expensive now. Yeah. The only issue with London, you just have to watch out for stabbers. Like also in Paris, when I was there 2 years ago with my family and my cousin. He grew up in France, so he knew the place, and he kept like saying he was really strict with his daughter as well, because he does not trust the place. It's like it has a few nice buildings, I agree, but the constant, like you have to constantly watch out for pickpocketing and like people, yeah. And the society has reached that low, it's fucked up, I think. Like if you go to Poland, I felt so much better. Yeah, Spain as well. Guess it's the same kind of presence with pickpocketers and stuff. A new phone. If you like have your phone out talking in France, you should always face your back against the wall and like have an overview, so people suddenly just don't come behind you and just snap it and run away. Like you have to think about stuff like that. That's like non-existent in Norway. That's crazy. At least I remember to bring the fire. Oh. If I sit too long without moving in the car, it shuts off the power so the camera goes out. You went to France? Yeah, I loved France when I was outside of Paris. That was much better. because my cousin's father lives about 1 hour south of France, in Gomerville. I probably butchered the name, but it was like the farm area. It was really nice. We would drive in the morning to the local bakery, get fresh croissant, drive back, then eat breakfast with the others, at least in a weekend, because his stepmother works as a nurse or something at the ER, so it was quite hectical. I understand, because the way they're driving there is like, I would guess, like in Spain, chaotic. And unlike here in Norway, where the highways are, you have lights all over the highways at night. Lights there are non-existent, except where you have like this toll booth, or maybe a intersection. So it was so dark. Luckily we rented a Tesla Model Y, which had really good lights. Yeah, that might be true. Don't fuck with someone that has a gun, and you never know who has a hidden firearm. Yeah, it's just about being smart, and if you don't go places where you might be surrounded and stuff like that, like it's used to be like that in Sweden as well, but Sweden is also starting to turn up like that. And if you go to the wrong place, you might get shot randomly, and yeah. It's not politically correct to say it, but it has to do with immigrants. The police don't have control, so some people are just pure scumbags. Yep, North Norway, people are, in North Norway, people are like, if they see you have trouble with the car, they would come assist. Or basically, usually outside Oslo as well. But yeah, I think also a lot of Americans do that. They are more friendly than they what you call it, they're more friendly than they are, or media wants them to be, I guess. Especially during crisis, floods and stuff like that. Usually people are born nice, it's just the environments that fuck them up. And religion sometimes, yeah. Yeah, Iceland, I have never been there, but my old work colleague lives there because he moved from Iceland to Norway when Iceland, the Icelandic banks or something got messed up, so everything, their value Icelandic value. Money lost all value. So he left to Norway to work there. And he went back 4 years ago or something. Because he got a free property from his family or something, so he could build a house. So yeah, that's one of my places I want to go and visit. At least the Blue Lagoon. Yeah, at least a lot of the Americans I met in Europe, they are really easygoing. Not everyone is a Karen. Svalbard? No, I have not been there. I have not thought about going there because it's basically only snow. Usually have enough of that here in Norway. The closest I've been to Svalbard is Tromsø. And flying there when it's windy, god damn, I thought I was gonna die because the plane would go like sideways and up and down. That was crazy. But I guess if I want to see a polar bear, I would go to Svalbard. Oh, there is. What's her YouTube name? It's the worst. The Ö is at the end and the O is at the Ö. Oh, I forgot to send a message to the janitor. What's his name? Oh, I just named him PBT janitor. I forgot to ask his name. Yup. After work, I have to drive my daughter to my mother then, I guess. At least the sun doesn't go down until 5 o'clock or something, so... Two days left until the Norwegian jet in War Thunder unlocks. They're going to add an old jet that Norway had in the 1990s before we got the F-16. That's kind of cool. No, don't go into park. This song is playing right now. It's Swedish. Det hon vill ha. that means that she wants to have. I gotta give it to the Swedish, they do make some good songs. He's basically singing about she has what every man I'm singing about the one she wants is me, and she has what every man wants to get to heaven or something. Hinting about something quite strongly, I would guess. Yeah, Sweden has more NHL players than Norway, that's for sure. I think Norway only has 2. One is retired and the other one, I'm not sure. Zuccarello, I'm not sure if he's still playing.
Ja, hvordan gikk det?
Vi ble nummer 4.
Ja.
Men det er bra.
Så jeg hadde tredjeplassen dag 1 og 2, så den kan jeg leve lenge på.
Ja, selvfølgelig. Og bikkjene klarte seg bra.
Ja, da bikkjene klarte seg bra, var flinke og ja. Fin erfaring.
Well, considering Russia has, or probably is still allowing drugs, there have been so many Russian, at least cross-country skiers that have been caught cheating with what do you call it? The blood. It's called bloddoping. I'm not sure what the name is in English, but something to do with blood cheat. Yeah, enhancing or something. Yeah, he's Norwegian. A tall player. Not tall, tiny. How tall is he? Yeah, he plays for the Minnesota Wild.
Og det finnes flere bedrifter i området der som godt kan være med å sponse, som skal være med på EM.
171 meters.
Og så var det altså fjerdeplass på deg i VM, Veronica. Hva er det til etternavn, så vi bare har det foran oss her?
Yeah, that's it, I guess, performance enhancing drugs. I guess it's the type where your blood is allowed to maintain oxygen longer or something. Gives you more stamina.
Ja. Hva heter den? Nurkeliten heter den, ja.
Oh, the janitor is calling. Hallo? Ja, men det går fint. Jeg kan ta noen kaffer, altså. Ja, ok. Ja, det er supert. Ha det. Oh, there was apparently a code I can enter to enter the building I'm gonna work in. So I can start working now. I will move position then. I don't think I need another coffee because then my stomach is gonna complain and send me to the bathroom. Nav, which is Norway's welfare. If you don't have a job or something, you need money, you go there and ask nicely. Well, also if you need to have worked at least 6 months 100% to receive any welfare, so at least if you want to maintain your 100% payment of the payment you had. Well, I guess I have to go do some work. I guess you have to go to bed soon. I'll see you tomorrow maybe. Okay, let's see. Easy Park. Number 4246. And maybe how long? 5-6 hours. To park here, it costs $40 for 6 hours. God damn, that's expensive. Well, I'm not paying, so yeah, have a good night.